There are 100 ways you could take your space to the next level. You could throw an OLED TV in your living room, get a nice set of couches, buy that timeless oak dining table you've always wanted, or even buy yourself a racing sim. Only one problem: you could easily spend over $10,000 if you're not careful. Fortunately, there are still a few really solid ways to take your home to the next level for under $100 each. Or if you're really desperate, you could spend less than $100 on all 5 of these combined. So jumping right into it, one of the easiest ways to flex your taste is with a few coffee table books. The nice thing about coffee table books is it gives you an opportunity to express yourself in a really subtle way. If you value luxury, get yourself a Tom Ford coffee table book. Or if you're into cars, you have options all the way from Porsche to concept cars you've never even heard of. But if you want to keep it chill and focus more on the design element over making a statement, there are also plenty of options there as well. Coffee table books add a layer of intention and dimension to any room, whether it's one book or even 10. But what if you don't want to drop $100 on a book that you know you're never going to read? Luckily, there are some really solid options on Amazon that are made purely as decor. They look effortlessly good and they don't cost much at all. The only downfall about a coffee table book is if they're not in a cozy environment, they can often feel staged. Fortunately, it doesn't take much to create a cozy environment. And in my opinion, one of the easiest ways to make your space feel cozy is with ambient lighting, which brings us to number 2. Ambient lighting is the difference between a home and a house. With all the overhead lights on and no ambience, houses just feel lifeless. But with ambient lights, you can transform any space. The best way to judge is on this scale. On the left, at a 1 out of 10, you have cold and harsh, which is overhead lights only. Then on the right, at a 10 out of 10, you have warm and cozy, which is ambient lights only. Now it's important to note that not every room needs to be a 10 out of 10 cozy. Some might feel better at a 7 out of 10 with just maybe 1 or 2 ambient lights. But in my opinion, the closer that you can get to a 10, the better. A few lights I recommend are the BenQ light bar for your desk, an Edison bulb desk light, a Govee floor lamp, light strips to put behind your TV or monitor, and of course, some lamps. If you want to take it to the next level, there are a few companies that sell some really cool ambient lights. Some companies you may not have heard of like Govee, or even companies you have heard of like IKEA. And if you really want something high-end, maybe go ahead and check out Gantry. Now, with or without coffee table books or cozy lighting, every home needs to have throw blankets. Throw blankets are exactly what they sound like. Blankets that you can throw on your couch and they look really great. Throw some throw pillows over your throw blanket and you just became an interior designer. And the best part, when you want to sit down and read a book for a few minutes, you have a cozy blanket right there to level up the experience. I would highly recommend checking out Minky Couture or Lola blankets if you're going for coziness and utility. Now jumping over the most neglected and arguably the most important addition, greenery. Whether they're real or fake, plants and trees are an essential addition to elevate any space. A plant can bring some life into the room, while a tree is great for adding a touch of sophistication and depth. Then a succulent or a smaller plant is just a simple way to complete the look of your shelves or fill empty spaces without making it feel too cluttered. Then lastly, which is the hardest to commit to, but also the only set it and forget it item on this list, is a rug. Whether it's in your office, under your dining table, or in your living room, there's truly nothing that brings a whole room together more than a rug. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be the nicest rug, the nicest color, or even the best design. A rug isn't the first thing that someone pays attention to when they come into your space, but subconsciously, they're definitely taking notes. It's sort of like when you meet someone and think, I don't know what it is about this person, but it just seems like they have their life together. That's what a rug does. It makes people think, I don't know why, I just feel like this person has their life together. And if that doesn't convince you to get a rug, honestly, I don't know it will. As a recap, the 5 simple ways that you can elevate any space are: first, get yourself some coffee table books, preferably books that you're interested in to show off your personality a little bit. Second, go ahead and add some ambient lights in there. Go with warmer colored lights for a cozier feel. Third, get yourself some throw blankets. Fourth, add some life to your room with some plants and trees. And then lastly, bring it all together with a rug. This knowledge alone won't do anything for you if you don't implement something. So I encourage you to just choose one of these things that you can commit to. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.